first problem I see with the hall, the assembly hall, now that I'm thinking about it, is we're also trying to set up the assembly hall for the 50th. Sorry.
So like it won't be available properly for us to...
Well, the stage could be available. The only problem is that the well of the hall will be all fixed up with tables and chairs, and they're trying to set up, we'll be trying to set up displays around the outside for the event in the evening. So if you're talking about, I'm quite sure something like what you're doing would probably attract an awful lot of kids at lunchtime. We wouldn't be able to accommodate them. So maybe we'll have to think of something. It could be that we use the sports hall and everybody's going to take their shoes off or something, you know. Because the other concern with the sports hall is if it's raining and you have it in the sports hall and you get everybody in there with their shoes all over the floor, we've got a problem. But we really do need to think of contingency.
How did you see the day going? So are you going to have the stage set up? Is that, did you visualise having the stage set up, people being on the stage, or did you have people coming in here and seeing like how did you see?
Yeah, a bit of both. Like, we wanted the stage out for the actual like performers, the acts, the talking, the introducing, if anyone wants to say something for any speeches. But then like to showcase our media work, we needed like a projector or something, so they could come inside and look at how like technology has changed since the 1950s.
So you're going to project from here onto that screen?
Is there any, I don't know, I was going to ask you, is there any other projectors like?
No, that's the only projector. That projects onto that wall, so that's it. But the other thing you can use all, you know, if you were going to look at your work, you could use these as virtual notice boards or display boards, you know what I mean? If you had recorded work that you wanted to display, or static work even, and put it on as some sort of a presentation, why not use all the screens?
You could actually load up like all our media work.
Correct.
On
different screens.
Yeah,
so
you could use festival and
your
project, your screen was showing a different unit.
Correct, so it would be a very interactive display. So it's a different thing for everybody.
And we just wanted to know what was the maximum limit to like how many people can be inside the box.
Yeah, we'd have to, that's the thing you guys would have to do, because you'd have to manage it like an event.
But we also need like a teacher there to watch over to see like...
Yeah, well I mean I'd be around as well, and you get the stats, some staff to
and obviously with Mr Hurley, you need to email staff.
I think what we need to do is think about the logistics of it, because if for example we set it up like I'm saying, like if we pretend that now we're outside the main building and room 3 is up to our left and the boys' toilets is at the right now, okay? And if we, who said it? This man here. If we come back, well actually we don't have to come back up the building, because the other thing you said to me, which would make sense, is if we put the stage at this side, because you're using your virtual DJ, so you only really need power, isn't it? Right. So if we set you up out there with power on the stage, on that side, and that's now facing towards the sixth form huts, right? Yeah. And then we use that door and we open this door, okay? Because this door also opens, the whole back goes up, and you got a level out there, and then we got a set of steps. And then what we need is the logistics around you guys being, what would I say? You're a bit more like the guys at the art gallery or the museum who are showing people around. You're like tour guides. So what we do is we set up, say, an entry point here. We can also have the projector going, because it doesn't matter. Sometimes with projectors, it doesn't matter if the light's going on there and you got the images and people are crossing it. That's not going to make a big difference. Yeah, because if it's on a loop, if people can stand back and then have a look at that, we can put it onto the screen.
People often get out of the way anyway, don't they?
Yeah, when they see the projector, they tend to move that.
Mr Hurley, is it worth? Have you got any suggestions? Things. One of the things I have to write about on the unit is health and safety, like a risk assessment.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Yeah. Have you got one that you've done already that maybe they could have a look at and adapt? Or?
I've got one I did for the event we did last year, because what this, sorry guys, what you're doing now is not so much, it's an exhibition, yes, but more so like if you're looking in terms of career, or you're looking at how you apply it to the workforce. What it is event management, and event management is a huge, huge industry, particularly in this country. You know, event management is anything from having, say, the Ideal Homes show at the moment is on up in Earl's Court. It's anything from that to organising the British Grand Prix or Festival of Glastonbury. That's event management. What you're doing is the same thing, albeit on a smaller scale, but the risks are exactly the same.